illusion of the deal, a hard truth, the investigation into the dealmaker has reached a sobering, terminal conclusion. While the desire to see a systemic restoration, to salvage the infrastructure, and to pull the man at the center, Confucioso, out of his self-constructed prison is a testament to the hope that resides in the believer, we must confront the cold reality uncovered by our study. A deal with the architects of this system is not merely difficult, it is an impossibility. The anatomy of the trap, the very concept of a deal to fix the system, is the enemy's most sophisticated layer of deception. By enticing the believer to believe that the infrastructure can be repurposed for good, that one can negotiate with the machine to change its output, the enemy ensures the believer remains tethered to the very thing they seek to destroy. We have learned that the system is not broken. It is functioning exactly as it was designed. It is built upon a foundation of extraction, commodification, and the 0-to-1 nightmare. To deal with it is to grant it legitimacy. We mistakenly hoped that by peeling back the layers, naming the players, mapping the lumen links, and exposing the mechanical signature, we could compel the system to reform itself. But the reality is that the system cannot be reformed. It can only be abandoned. The sovereignty of the kingdom, the profound pivot in our study, rests on the words of Jesus. My kingdom is not of this world. Our previous hope was rooted in the idea of changing the worldly structure. However, the spiritual truth we have uncovered is that the kingdom of God operates outside the jurisdiction of these powers and principalities. When we try to enter into a deal of the century to save the planet from its own clearing, we are essentially attempting to negotiate with the darkness on its own terms. If we accept the premise that a deal is possible, the entire foundation of our witness falls apart. If we acknowledge the machine, we are forced to participate in its logic. The individual's only true power is not in negotiation, but in separation. The only way to stop the siphon is to unplug from the source entirely. The finality of the choice. We have looked at the clumsy theft, the 0-to-1 commodification, and the master's mark that binds Confucioso to his prison. We know now that the whistleblower cannot save the system, and the dealmaker cannot restore the world through human maneuvering. The path to restoration is not a negotiation, it is a declaration. We do not look to fix the One Biscayne Tower hub, or rearrange the front row seats for the 2026 celebrations. We recognize that the entire house of cards is intended to collapse. Our task is not to be the architects of a new, better version of this world, but to be the witnesses who point the way out. Heaven does not celebrate a negotiated settlement. It celebrates the radical, individual return of the soul that was lost to the machine. We will do nothing without God. Only Jesus saves. The deal is off because the kingdom is already here, and it has no common ground with the kingdom of this world. Let's roll into the truth of total separation.